Good afternoon, children.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
In our previous class, we were discussing about the different components of cell, and we completed the first two, cell wall and also cell membrane. And cell wall, it is not included under the main components of a cell. The main components of a cell are cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus.
Cytoplasm and nucleus.
Cell wall is an additional layer which is found in
Plants.
plant cells alone. And as someone as Pratana has requested, I'll be repeating that again. But before that, give me the functions of plasma membrane. Shivanya, can you give me one function of plasma membrane?
Ma'am, it encloses cytoplasm and the nucleus.
Very good. Another point, Vishal.
Ma'am,
Unmute and tell me.
they will separate the cell from one another and also from the surrounding.
medium. Good. Next point, Safa. Another point. Checking the previous day's notes. You know the answer, Safa? Safa Salim. Unmute. Why so much time is taken? Whether you know or you don't know, you can unmute and speak. Unmute. Alana.
Ma'am, it allows the movement of substance of motion outward or inward.
Yes, it will permit the movement of materials inward and outward. And you say that cell membrane is semi-permeable. Why do you say it is semi-permeable, Gino? Why do you say it is semi-permeable?
Yes.
Why do you say cell membrane is semi-permeable? You know the answer?
No.
You revise, you check your notes. I'll be asking you again. Jeevan, tell me why you call cell membrane as selectively permeable or semi-permeable.
Ma'am, it only allows selected materials to pass through it.
Very good. Gino, you got the answer?
Sir.
Gino, you heard? It will allow only selected materials to pass through it. That is the reason. Can you repeat the point? Gino Viju.
Yes, ma'am.
Repeat the point. It will
My
allow.
network was gone.
It's okay. You
It
repeat.
will allow.
Hmm.
It will allow.
Only selected materials to pass through it. Repeat.
It will allow. It will allow only selected materials.
To pass through it.
To
It
pass
means
through
what?
it.
It means what?
It means
About which membrane we are speaking? What was the question, Gino? Just by hearting and saying something, that will not work. Cell membrane. Which membrane?
cell membrane.
Children, without reading the previous day's portion, please don't attend the class because we cannot waste time. Okay, let us continue. I'll repeat cell wall once again. So cell wall is present only in plant cells. And why only in plant cells? It is meant for giving additional protection to the plant cells. Why plants need additional protection? Because they cannot move from one place to another. So they have to remain in the same place. So when there is some harsh environmental conditions, when the temperature fluctuates, when there is heavy wind, or when there is excess water, or when there is rainfall, or when there is scarcity of water, they cannot escape, they cannot move away to better place. So in order to provide additional protection to plants, as they cannot move from one place to another, to protect themselves from harsh weather conditions, they are given an extra layer, you call it as cell wall. It's a thick wall and it is made of a substance known as cell wall. It's made up of cell wall. Sorry, cellulose. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. And the function of the cell wall is to give shape and stiffness. It will give shape and rigidity to the plant cells. So outside the cell membrane, all cells have cell membrane. Plants as well as animals have cell membrane. But in plants, outside the cell membrane, one more layer is present. You call it as cell wall. It will give extra protection, rigidity, support and shape to the plant cells. Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I proceed to the next one, Prarthana?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, is this visible?
Under a microscope, it is visible.
Okay, ma'am.
And I told you it will resemble the security guard. Already we compared gatekeeper with cell membrane. And security guard, that will give additional protection to the, suppose if it is a school campus, there is a gatekeeper. And in addition to gatekeeper, if there is one more person outside the gate, that is security guard, they can give additional, or he can give additional protection, or additional protection can be provided to the school so that no trespassers will be there. Nobody can go in and out according to their will and wish. So already gatekeeper is there, and to provide extra protection in some of the schools, you can see a security guard outside the school gate. So cell wall can be compared to a security guard who gives additional protection. Next, cytoplasm. So we have completed the first component, that is cell membrane. Then the yes, yes, Prarthana.
No, ma'am, I didn't see it.
Okay. Additional layer present in plant cells, which you call as cell wall made of cellulose. And the second component present in all cells is cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm? It's a jelly. You all like jelly, the consistency of jelly you might be knowing. So just like that, it's a jelly-like substance. And it is present between the nucleus and the cell membrane. As you can see in the figure, just a minute, children. As you can see in the figure, so from the nucleus till the cell membrane, that is cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance which is present between the nucleus and the cell membrane. So the jelly-like substance which is present between the nucleus and the cell membrane is known as cytoplasm. And scattered in the cytoplasm, there are small structures, minute structures. You call it as cell organelle, or these are cell organelles. Examples: mitochondria, ribosomes, Golgi bodies. Each one is having a specific function. You don't have to learn about the functions or structure of any of these organelles. You will be learning about that in detail in class 9, but you need to know the names. You have to learn the names of these organelles, a few organelles. Mitochondria. Mitochondria will be giving energy to the cell. You don't have to learn. Then ribosomes help in synthesis of protein. Golgi complex or Golgi bodies will help in storaging and packaging of products in the cell. So functions you need not worry about. You just learn that scattered in the cytoplasm, there are different structures, minute structures. You call it as cell organelles, and each one is having a specific function. Each organelle performs a specific function. I'll repeat once again. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance present between the nucleus and the cell membrane. Scattered in the cytoplasm, you can find different organelles like mitochondria, ribosomes, Golgi bodies, etc. And each organelle performs a specific function. And here I have given the picture of a school campus. Why? Because cytoplasm is similar to school campus. So within the walls of the school building, we have the school campus. And scattered in the school campus, similar to the organelles, we have staff and students, each having a specific function. Staff also, there are different work for them, like administrative staff, teaching staff, cleaning staff. So many are there, so many staff members are there. Each will be having a specific function. Staff and students, each having a specific function, is scattered in the school campus. So you can consider school campus as a cytoplasm, and the cell organelles can be compared to staff and students. Okay? Any doubt, you can clarify. So I will be proceeding to the next one. Now we are going to learn about the major structure, the main component of the cell. You call it as nucleus. Nucleus is usually spherical in shape and it is located in the center of the cell. So located in the center of the cell, you can find nucleus. Nucleus is the control center of all the activities taking place in the cell. So whatever activity takes place in the cell, it is regulated or controlled by the nucleus. Nucleus is normally spherical and it will be located at the center. In general, it will be located at the center. In plant cells, it will be shifted towards one side because of the large vacuole in the center. So spherical, located in the center. It is a control center of all the activities, and covering the nucleus, there is a membrane. So covering the cell, we have cell membrane. So the membrane covering nucleus is known as nuclear membrane, or even you can call it as nuclear envelope. Same, nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane. This will be covering the nucleus and separating it from the cytoplasm. And the nuclear membrane, so in the membrane, you can see in the picture nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane has got small pores on it. Why do they have pores? Only if these pores or openings are there, materials can be exchanged from the nucleus to the cytoplasm and from the cytoplasm to the nucleus. So nuclear membrane is porous. Porous means provided with pores. And it will help in the movement of materials between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. Then you can see inside the nucleus a small round body. Have you seen one small structure over here? So this is the entire nucleus. Inside the nucleus, you can see a small spherical body. And this is known as nucleolus. Nucleolus should not be confused with nucleus. Nucleolus is a small round or spherical body found inside the nucleus. It will help in protein synthesis. Okay, points are clear. I'll repeat the points once again. I'll be repeating the points once again. Listen carefully. Nucleus is generally spherical, located in the center. Nucleus is generally spherical, located in the center. Then it's a control center of all the activities taking place in the cell. And nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by a nuclear membrane. And what is special about the membrane? It is porous, having pores. Why pores are present? For the movement of materials between the cytoplasm and the nucleus.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am, can you show that last point?
this one, no? Nucleolus.
Yes, ma'am.
Nucleolus is a small spherical structure. Where do you find it? Inside the nucleus. What is its function? Protein synthesis. And here you can see I have given the picture of chairman. Can you tell me why this picture is given? Why nucleus
Because
is
he
Because chairman
controls everyone.
controls all the functions
Yes,
of the
exactly.
Everyone.
Because here in our school, all the activities are controlled or the directions are given to different staff by chairman sir. So that is why we are
Chairman.
comparing nucleus to chairman. Just like nucleus regulates all the activities taking place in the cell, chairman regulates the activities taking place in our school. It can be different in different schools, but in our school, these activities are controlled by chairman. So that is why we are comparing him to nucleus. Clear?
Ma'am,
Yes.
last one, it's play an important role in protein.
Synthesize protein, making proteins, protein synthesis.
Okay, ma'am.
No doubts, no? I can proceed to the next slide.
Ma'am, prosper means what? Porous.
Porous means having pores. Small openings. Pores. Small openings. Porous means having pores. Okay, Midun?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So, inside the nucleus, you can see some thread-like structures. So, scattered in the nucleus, you can see some thread-like structures. See the figure? You can call it as chromatin fibers, like an entangled thread-like network. You can see so many structures. You call it as chromatin fibers. But when the cell is about to divide, you know that we grow in size by cell division. Yes or no? How do you grow?
Yes, ma'am.
When you are, somebody will say that when we eat food, we'll grow. But when you are eating food, some change should take place in your body. Your cells should undergo division and should form more and more cells. So when the cell is about to divide, these chromatin fibers will change into chromosome. They become very compact. They will condense and they will change into short structures known as chromosome. From the thread-like structure, they will change into compact structures known as chromosomes. And these chromosomes are made up of DNA and proteins. What is DNA? Have you heard about DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, and proteins. Chromosomes are made up of DNA and proteins. And these chromosomes, they carry genes. See, you know, chromosomes are made up of DNA and proteins. See here, you can find that these chromosomes are made up of DNA and proteins. And a piece of this DNA, a segment of DNA is known as gene. A portion of or a segment or a functional segment of DNA is known as gene. So chromosomes, they carry genes. And what is its function? They help in the transfer of characters or inheritance of characters from the parents to the children, to the offsprings. We are resembling our parents. We have some features of our parents. It is because of these genes present on the chromosomes. That is why you have heard your relatives or your friends saying, your nose is like your father, you have long hair like your mother, your eyes are like your grandfather. All these are because of genes. Genes are carrying these characters from the parents to offsprings. Okay, what we learned about nucleus, we'll see once again and then we will wind up. Nucleus is generally spherical in shape. And where is it located? At the center. It's a control center of all the activities taking place. And nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by nuclear membrane. Then, what is special about nuclear membrane? It's having small pores in it. And why do they have pores? for the exchange of materials between nucleus and cytoplasm.
Cytoplasm.
Then inside the nucleus, there is some small structure. What do you call it? Nucleolus.
Nucleolus.
What is its function? Protein
Provide
synthesis. Yes. Then inside the nucleus, what can you see? Some thread-like structures. We call it as chromatin fibers. All the difficult spellings, you please write down 5-10 times and learn. Chromatin
ma'am.
fibers. And what will happen to the chromatin fibers when the cell is about to divide? They'll become compact. They'll become very short and condensed and form chromosomes. What are chromosomes made of?
Ma'am, DNA.
Very good. DNA
DNA.
and proteins. And what is a gene? What is a gene? A segment, a portion of DNA or a piece of DNA is known as gene. We can say genes are functional segments of DNA or segments or pieces of DNA with a function. And what is the function of chromosomes? They carry genes and they help in the transfer of characters from parents to the offspring. Any doubt?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
genes carry the characters or
Yes,
chromosomes.
yes. A pair of genes are responsible for the each character. Suppose in your body there are different characters like your complexion, your height, your hair length or texture of hair. All the characters are controlled by a pair of genes. A pair of genes will decide each and every character in your body. Each character is controlled by a pair of genes.
Ma'am, genes means a piece of DNA.
Genes means
A piece of DNA.
a segment of DNA. Okay, so what all points we learned about nucleus? Can we quickly summarize? First point.
Yes, ma'am.
Gobi, tell me first point. Quickly you can say and we'll wind up fast.
Ma'am,
Others get ready with the remaining points. Yes, Gobi.
which one nucleus?
Nucleus.
Ma'am, nucleus is in a spherical shape
It is located at the
in a cell.
center of the cell. Yes, another point.
Ma'am,
Ah,
ma'am, it controls all the activities.
taking place in the cell. It is the control center. It regulates all the activities taking place in the cell. Next point.
Ma'am,
it is porous.
Very good. Dion, it is porous. And why these pores are present, Dion? For exchanging
Proteins.
materials. For exchanging materials. With this haircut, you are looking very cute, Dion. It will help in the exchange of materials between cytoplasm and nucleus. Okay, next point.
Ma'am, nucleus separated from the cytoplasm by a membrane known as
Yes,
nuclear
very
membrane.
good. Nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by a nuclear membrane. Then, what is next? Nobody? Finished?
Ma'am, nucleus carry gene.
Nucleus carry gene. Directly you jumped into gene. There are some other structures. Inside the nucleus, there is a spherical structure, Steve. What do you call the spherical structure?
Nucleus.
Wait. Inside the nucleus, there is a spherical structure. What do you call it, Steve? Nucleolus. What is that, Steve? Don't turn your video off. What is that?
Nucleolus.
Nucleolus. They carry out protein synthesis. Then inside the nucleus, some thread-like structures are there. What do you call it, Alina? The thread-like structures inside the nucleus. What fibers? What fibers? So many clues I gave. Shangri, what fibers? Chromatin fibers. And these chromatin fibers at the time of cell division will change into, Alina?
DNA.
It will change into what, Jeevan? Chromatin fibers will change into?
Ma'am,
Louder. Somebody is saying the answer.
Ma'am,
Chromosomes.
chromosomes. Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Okay. So thank you, children. So
Thank
we'll
you,
wind
ma'am.
up. Any doubts? Chromosomes are made up
Ma'am,
of? Krishnaveni,
Ma'am.
chromosomes are made up of?
Ma'am, DNA and protein.
Okay, we'll continue in our next class. Thank you, children.
thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.